Welcome to your local news at 6, where we are live from the Illinois State Fair, and it's Ag Day.
Indeed it is. Farmers are among those enjoying the fair festivities this evening, but tonight, why they tell us not all will be back on the farm.
Off to the races, why organizers say harness racing, a longtime tradition at the State Fair, could come to a stop in the future.
Hey, weather is live, of course, at the Illinois State Fair tonight. Right now, we're in the Livestock Center, where rabbits just sold for $6,000. I'll tell you why, and tell you when rain is about to move back our way coming up.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on your local news at 6, live from the Illinois State Fairgrounds. I'm Liz Foster, in for Maggie Pateau tonight.
And I'm Vince Demetri, and just a fantastic, beautiful day here at the State Fairgrounds. One we have been wanting for the last 5 days. It's been nothing but rain.
A complete flip-flop. Yesterday it was humidity, now a nice cool breeze, sunshine.
Couldn't ask for more.
Exactly.
And we're going to be talking a lot more about what's going on at the fair, but first, let's turn to tonight's headlines. Our top story tonight, it's Agriculture Day here at the State Fair.
From the Farm Bill to crop prices, ag industry leaders, farmers, and lawmakers come together to talk all things ag. ABC News Channel 20's Lindsay Hess joins us live from the State Fair's Livestock Center with more on the concerns of local farmers. Lindsay.
Vince, Liz, happening right now, the Grand Champion Junior Livestock are being auctioned off at the Governor's Sale of Champions. It's just one of several events that happens on Ag Day, where those in farming come together to celebrate triumphs in the industry and share concerns.
Farmers spending time at the Illinois State Fair, worried their crops at home will fill the grain bins and not their wallets.
If you're in debt and that sort of thing, and with the land prices and the cash rent, it is going to hit some farmers hard.
The state's corn crop could produce better yields than most farmers have seen in their lifetimes, but prices have tanked.
With falling commodity prices, this is where crop insurance becomes valuable. Producers, if they have crop insurance, falling prices, it could trigger a payment. Also, if you're falling yields, it will trigger a payment.
Carl Hagney is a 50-year grain and cattle farmer. He says he's worried about the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's proposed rule, more clearly defining what bodies of water can be regulated.
I'm all for doing the best we can with the water and land, and I think we are, but I hope that they don't put too much more pressure on us.
That's an issue in which the Natural Resource Conservation Service is involved.
Now I think it's that excellent time for people to give their input. Really, they're just looking to revise the rule. It's not finalized yet, and so if there's something in there that's concerning people, now's the time to talk about it.
Another hot issue in ag is the Farm Bill. It was signed months ago, but the information is slowly trickling in. A frustrating situation for farmers who have to sit back and wait.
Sure that the rules and regulations, once we issue it one time, and not to come back and provide additional or subsequent information. The last thing farmers want to do is to say, oh, there's been a change in the regulation. So we're trying to get it right the first time.
Farmers tell us another issue that worries them is transportation and infrastructure, especially the state's aging locks and dams on the Illinois and Mississippi rivers. But all those worries will be there in the morning. Tonight is a chance to celebrate Illinois agriculture. Live at the Illinois State Fair, Lindsay Hess, ABC News Channel 20.
Thank you, Lindsay. Today, Lieutenant Governor Sheila Simon also joining in on the Ag Day celebration. Simon honoring more than 50 growers, producers, and educators who've helped to further Illinois ag industry at the Agriculture Day Awards lunch. Simon is chair of the Governor's Rural Affairs Council, and she regularly advocates for agriculture education. We caught up with one of the families honored for their hard work today.
It means a tremendous amount because the depth of Illinois' agriculture, those roots run deep, and we've got a tremendous set of agriculturalists all across the state, not only on the livestock sector but also on the grain side too.
Simon is also partnering with the Illinois Reading Council and hosting a book drive at her tent. You can drop off new children's books from 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at her tent. It's at the intersection of Main Street and Brian Rainey Avenue.
Well, racing fans are rejoicing today. The dirt track here at the fairgrounds was finally dry enough to start races.
Yeah, good news for everybody here, but as ABC News Channel 20's Christina Mueller explains, the popular State Fair event is in jeopardy statewide.
harness racing is a tradition.
I've been in harness racing my whole life. I was born in the business. I'm a third-generation horseman.
But it's a tradition that those in the business say is in danger in Illinois. The reason is money. Illinois does allow betting at the racetrack, but other states allow more gambling and slots. That generates more prize money for the winners.
We were surrounded by states that offer slot racing, and we've lost a lot of our trainers and drivers and horses. And the only way we can compete is getting some slot legislation.
Hannon says harness racing provides 15,000 to 20,000 jobs in Illinois, and he believes those jobs won't be secure until state lawmakers pass legislation allowing slots at the track. It's a sentiment drivers and horse owners can back up, saying they're lucky to break even in Illinois.
The money in the state is pretty well gone. We've got about, I'd say, another year left of harness racing. If something doesn't happen with the governor, then we're pretty well dead in the water.
The sport still has a strong fan base. Some just came for the show. Others were here to make bets.
I'm always up and hollering and helping, and hooping and hollering and come on and you're helping it. It's just very exciting. You get caught up in the moment.
But harness racing fans we talked to agreed. The state needs to act to keep the sport here. In Springfield, Christina Mueller, ABC News Channel 20.
In the past, Governor Pat Quinn has struck down legislation that would have allowed slots at horse racing tracks. Legislation ever since has stalled.
With the thousands of people visiting the State Fair, there are bound to be some bad seeds. Now volunteers with the Illinois State Fair Museum have to deal with the consequences from some of them. Over the weekend, they found a donation box they'd placed inside the museum was broken into. Museum officials say the thieves had to have a special key to open it because the lock was left at the scene unlocked.
We went to check it on Sunday afternoon, and the donations, were gone, and somebody had jimmied the lock, and it's just one of those poor instances of somebody needed some money for something and they took ours.
The museum doesn't know exactly how much money was taken. They say it was probably around $100. It's raising money to fix up an old float used in the Twilight Parade years ago. If you know anything about that theft, the State Fair Museum would like to hear from you.
Well, the big story of the day here, the weather. Finally, a break from 5 straight days of rain. Just beautiful.
It is beautiful. There are definitely some good crowds here, and where Chief Meteorologist Rick Kirby is standing by. He joins us with a look at our forecast. Hey, Rick.
Hey, we are live in the Livestock Center tonight at the Illinois State Fair. It's the Governor's Sale of Champions, a big deal here at the fair. Some of the most beautiful animals you'll see, and there's an auction taking place to my right now. Chickens are going for thousands of dollars. So are rabbits. We've got pigs out here, and this is a really neat event tonight. And all of this money helps ag education for programs such as 4-H or the FFA. Also will help to fund some of the farming kids' education funds for college. So a great event out here tonight, a lot of fun. And outside these doors, the weather is phenomenal tonight. What a great day it was today. As we look around tonight, we are looking at just a few clouds. It will be a mostly clear sky here later tonight. Our satellite and radar imagery confirming all is quiet this evening and very nice. Those temperatures right now in the upper 70s in Springfield, 76 in Jacksonville, 74 in Decatur. But the real story here, that drop in humidity. We were sweating pretty good last night. Here tonight, it's dry, very comfortable. Dew points in the 50s. Your first forecast shows a cool night tonight. 79 for that high tomorrow. I'll tell you when warmer weather returns, and also when showers and thunderstorms are likely to return coming up.
All right, Rick, we'll see you in just a few. Still ahead here tonight at 6 o'clock. More money for more problems.
Why state Republicans say they're concerned Illinois could be in for round 2 for an anti-violence program that doesn't work.
And later, racing returns to the Illinois State Fairgrounds this weekend. Why one driver looks to become the second driver to achieve a top milestone. Next in sports. Welcome back, everyone. Just hours before the start of Governor's Day here at the Illinois State Fair, Illinois Republicans opening a new round of criticism on Pat Quinn.
That criticism focuses on a $54 million anti-violence program that failed to reduce violence in Chicago. Republicans say there's an extra $20 million in this year's state budget for the Department of Labor. There's also a brief description that says the money would be used by the agency for purposes almost identical to those in the now defunct anti-violence program. Tonight on Nightside, what Governor Quinn himself says this money will be used for.
Republican Treasurer candidate Tom Cross's campaign in attack mode as well. Tonight he's criticizing his Democratic opponent, Mike Frerichs.
The campaign says Frerichs cost Champaign County taxpayers millions with an early retirement plan for county employees and used his influence to have the county hire 2 Democrats.
The county clerk from Frerichs' time as auditor says Frerichs proposed an early retirement initiative in 2003, which ended up leaving the county's IMFRF fund $2.5 million in the hole and forcing the county to pay $3 million in bond repayments.
His decisions, which were viewed by many people to be motivated more by politics than by good public policy, resulted in his removal in 2006 as IMRF agent.
The Frerichs campaign says the plan was not his, and the 2 employees did not serve under him, and the decision to hire was made by the county board. Well, taking a live look here at the Illinois State Fair, rain, stay away. Certainly is today. Fantastic weather to talk about right here in the capital city, all across central Illinois, and boy, do we deserve it. Chief Meteorologist Rick Kirby in next. He's going to let us know what we can expect at the fair later this week. But first, here are today's closing market numbers from Wall Street.
Hey, the Livestock Center is the place to be at the Illinois State Fair here tonight. It's the Governor's Sale of Champions, and if you haven't been to this, it's all about championship animals. There's an auction for the animals, and all of the money helps to raise money for ag education, such as 4-H, the FFA. Some of the money will go to help farming kids' college expenses, and right now, I have a grand champion rabbit, and this is Sarah from Jacksonville. Sarah, how much money did this beautiful little rabbit go for?
Well, this one and the other 2 from its pen brought $6,000.
$6,000. Unbelievable. And what kind of rabbit is this very quickly?
This is a New Zealand.
A New Zealand? I've never heard of a New Zealand rabbit, but it is beautiful, extremely white, and really beautiful eyes. What are those eyes all about?
Well, it's an albino.
Okay.
So always red eyes.
Very red eyes. Beautiful. Sarah, congratulations. And I just wanted to show you one of these animals. They're really beautiful out here. And the weather is rather beautiful outside tonight as well. Amazing weather outside. We saw a lot of sunshine today, and we look around right now, and we are looking at almost clear skies here tonight. And as that sun sets tonight, any clouds that are left over will clear out. We're looking for mostly clear skies tonight. Our local satellite radar imagery will show you that we are looking at a very quiet night here tonight. And regionally, we have a cold front to our southeast. That's the cold front that brought a few showers across here, a brief downpour at the fairgrounds last night about this time. But behind it, it's all high pressure. It's a northwest wind, and it's blowing this cool, dry air. Another taste of fall outside tonight. As we look at our forecast model, mostly clear this evening. Overnight tonight, it's a clear sky. Tomorrow, mostly sunny again, so another beautiful day tomorrow with high temperatures back in the upper 70s, and then clearing tomorrow night and sunshine again as we head into Thursday. Temperatures right now in the 70s, very comfortable outside, and look at those dew points in the 50s. So instead of mid and upper 60s like yesterday, we're looking at mid and lower 50s, very comfortable air. And the winds are bringing us a nice cool northwest wind, good little breeze out there, almost cool at times. And it'll be a very cool night tonight as we drop down into the 50s for an overnight low temperature. Our high today was 78, our low 62, 85 is normal. And look at that sunset time now setting in the 7 o'clock hour. Hey, the Perseid meteor showers tonight, by the way, peaks tonight at around 1 a.m. You can look anytime here tonight. Clear skies should mean great viewing. Despite that bright moon tonight, up to 100 meteors possible per hour. Look anywhere in the sky. Meteors will be possible over the next few days. Our high temperature tomorrow, 79, all sunshine. It should be another beautiful day. Tonight, clear skies, cool, 55 the low. Sunshine, 79 tomorrow. The 7-day shows rain chances returning for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday and Tuesday as well, at least at times. And temperatures warm back up into the mid-80s. That's it from the Livestock Center and the Governor's Grand Champions Sale of Champions. It's a great event here tonight.
All right, Rick, thanks very much. Sports Director Donnie Tillman joining us now. Countdown to kickoff continues tonight in Pawnee.
That's right. The Indians hoping their new move results in more wins this season, Vince. That story and more up next in sports. Good evening, everyone. 17 days until opening night for the 2014 high school football season. Our countdown to kickoff tour takes us to Pawnee, where the Indians are working hard this training camp. ABC News Channel's David Coy explains how the team is going back to the future.
It's a new season for the Pawnee Indians, but it's back to familiar territory. Coming out of a 2-year stint with the Sangamo Conference, the Indians are back competing in the Prairie State. In the 2011-2012 season, they went 7-0 in the conference and won the title.
Everyone was just double our size, and it was just tough to compete. Going back to Prairie State, at least we have 4 1A schools that we will play this year, so we don't have to week in, week out grind.
As for the players, only a few know what it's like to play in the conference.
There's a lot of new teams in the Prairie State, and I've heard that, since we were back there, that they've gotten better, everyone's gotten better, so we just have to come out each day knowing that and that we have to get better ourselves.
Pawnee wants to improve on defense. They say they're already seeing results compared to last season.
Our defense hasn't been that great in the past years, but this year we're definitely trying to step up defense, and we just really have to work on our technique, learn all the plays, and get all the formations down.
In order to achieve that, they look to their seniors for leadership.
Coaches are pretty much, it seems like they've almost backed off a little bit. They're letting us more or less run the team because most of us have been playing since our freshman year, so we know how practices are run, how we need to be in game time.
They really stepped it up this year. They've worked hard. We got really good leadership, and they're really getting things squared away in the locker room.
The Indians are looking to get back to winning football. The first shot comes August 29th on the road at Shelbyville. In Pawnee, David Coy, News Channel Sports.
Thanks, David. Tonight, our camp tour stops at North Mac. Wednesday, we visit the new kids on the CS8 block. MacArthur at 6, Eisenhower at 10. Well, speaking of MacArthur, congratulations to the Generals' Chantrez Spates. The senior verbally commits to Southern Illinois football today. We caught up with Spates at football practice, and he says he's excited to play college ball for the Salukis.
The atmosphere down there, I feel like I was wanted down there. The coach is really nice. They like me. They really want me, like I said at first. Then the players, they really welcomed me in when I went down there.
As a coach, I mean, it's a good thing for a player and for our program. And then as his uncle, just as a family member who's, watched him grow up and things like that, I'm proud of him because, to give him an opportunity to get a degree and to, better his own life.
Race fans, get ready for an awesome event taking place this weekend at the Illinois State Fair. The Tony Bettenhausen 100 takes place this Saturday as part of the USAC Silver Crown Championship Series. A very talented field will be on hand, including 2-time defending champion A.J. Fike. He looks to become just the 3rd racer to three-peat at the event. I should say 2nd racer. Fike hopes his car is in the winner's circle this Saturday. Hey, briefly, Illinois will play at Miami in the Big Ten ACC Challenge December 2nd at 8 p.m. Central Time. But you know what? We're not done here yet. Vince and Liz are still live at the Illinois State Fair. Hey, guys, take it away.
Hey, thanks so much, Donnie. Still ahead, some fast talkers take the stage at the State Fair.
Much faster than me. What organizers say they were looking for at this year's auctioneer bid contest. That and more when we come back.
Hit 5 here, a little bit of down 10, taking a 50, a little bit of 50, now we get a 15.
Fans and competitors say it's more than just a funny talent. The Lincoln stage at the State Fair hosting this year's auctioneer bid calling contest. The best competitive auctioneers in the state going front and center as part of Agriculture Day. Judges say they look for an expressive presentation that can also be understood.
We want to see an auctioneer who can express themselves, who can do a good job. They want to go through their bid calling their chant clearly. Numbers are clear. They do a good job selling what they have to sell to the folks.
The Illinois State Auctioneers Association has held this competition every year since 1983. This year, first place took home $400.
You know who would be a great auctioneer? Chief Meteorologist Rick Kirby.
I would love to see him give that a shot. And you know what? It is nice out here. It's getting cooler. If you plan to come out, you may want to bring a light jacket. But let's send the forecast over to Rick.
Hey, one last look at your 7-day forecast here from the Livestock Center at the Illinois State Fair. And another beautiful day on the way for tomorrow. All sunshine again. Our high temperature tomorrow tops out at 79 degrees. Thursday just as nice, mostly sunny, 81 for the high. And then some storm chances start to come back our way. Friday is Friday night, and then Saturday, maybe Sundays too. Could be early Sunday. We'll have to fine-tune that forecast as we get closer. More storm chances Monday and Tuesday. And then temperatures warm up a bit into the mid-80s.
Well, that is our time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, come on out to the State Fair. Beautiful weather as we talked about. We'll see you next tonight at 10 o'clock for Nightside. Till then, enjoy your evening, everybody.